You've been invited to our conscious playground to play, to create, to access your flow, and to charge your inner being's light. Our physical world is full of manifestations, and isn't it fun when you can go to a space where you get to visualize and share in a non-physical plane, where you can see things differently, remove obstacles, and connect to your highest, most exuberant self. Join Tomas and Lisa in our conscious playground and allow your soul to play. Let awareness, healing, and peace flow in your experience. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to our conscious playground with Tomas and Lisa. You ready to have fun today?
I sure am, and I totally forgot that we're not on video. And I just waved to everybody. So here's my wave, everybody. Hello.
Yeah. And it's okay to have an auditory wave because people can visualize. That's the part of it. I mean, we're listening to a podcast. You're visualizing things, and people saw you wave.
They did. They could feel this wave. Oh, the energetic wave. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Tomas, I'm so glad we're here on the playground because we have some things to play with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we really do. And this is, guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, this is how it works. We bring ideas, we bring words, we bring real world, sometimes dilemmas, or if you want to use the word problem or challenge or situation or thing, we bring things into the playground experience. And here you go.
Yes, I love all that. And there's also the very positive things you can bring. Like maybe you're trying to decide how to spend the $1 million you just won. No,
Yeah, Lisa's going to spot me at 20.
There you go. All right, I'll put your name on that one. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, well, today I know that everybody, yes, needs to listen to this, come to play with us with this word topic theme. It's not just one word, right? Because last show we did one word. This is a thing that everybody does. Making a decision.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the playground.
Yeah. And well, what comes to mind for you, the listener, when you think of making a decision, and does your mind jump to the decision or decisions that you are in the position to make right now, that you need to make, that you get to make?
I
get to.
I love that. Yes, I get to make this decision.
Mm.
And why we kind of actually, what words came up for me this morning, almost prior to that making the decision thing, was clutter. And the reason why clutter, because I thought, why does clutter exist? How does clutter exist? And I thought, you know what it is because we all have literally hundreds of micro decisions to make each and every day. You may not realize it, but you really do. Like if you add them all up, like which shampoo you're going to use, which, for me, what earrings am I going to put on? But I mean, little micro, like super micro decisions. Am I going to turn left? Am I going to turn right? Which am I going to bring garbage down with me? Or am I going to get it later? I mean, like tiny things. Then when you get those big ones, it can be like, so clutter happens. And clutter to me is like, because you need to make a decision on what to do with each one of those things. And so for you, Tomas, first of all, are you a clutter bug?
A clutter bug. Well, I think that is a relative term. Now, I have maybe one or two, 3, 4, 5, too many piles of papers on my desk.
Nice.
Other than that, it's pretty neat in my office, I have to tell you.
Right. Okay, good. And you know what? We all know what that feels like when we don't have clutter around us. So you're probably, I'm gonna bet this, that you're probably able to make quicker, more easier, more effective decisions. Do you think that? Or what if you imagine your piles right now and you just smash them all and they were like everywhere, could you make decisions?
I would make an instant decision to pick it up and put everything back where it was, because I'm one of these that knows where everything is. So maybe you're out there thinking, yeah, it's not exactly the most tidy thing in the world, but I know where everything is. And that's the way I want it. But I mean, this is just in my instant surrounding here on my desk in the office. And this can apply to your entire life. So, I mean, how many decisions do you have on your plate right now? And maybe you've got a bunch of really big ones. It's not whether to turn left or turn right, or whether to wait a minute to go to the bathroom or do it right now, which could be a really serious decision.
It
Of
can
course.
be. And you know what? I was trying to think, okay, okay, I've got to make a decision. Why would I not be able to make a decision? Or what would
Mm,
influence me making a decision? And I came up with these two things. I was like, well, my energy level will really affect if I'm able to make a decision or not. Because if I'm really feeling tired, I might say no to something or make a decision to not do or have or move forward with something differently than if I had a lot of energy. And so then I thought, okay, what dictates my energy level that I can, best come up with now. And I got these two words. My environment will affect my energy and my alignment. And I'm going to turn that over to you if you could. Yeah, what in your if we're in the playground, do your environment, how does your environment affect your decision making?
mm. It's huge. If my environment is too cluttered, then it's harder to make decisions. It's confusing. And
Mm,
that's the word that comes immediately to my mind is confusing if your environment's too cluttered. Now, for me, a lot of it is, of course, the physical environment because I've got to have things that are, I've got to have not so much clutter physically around. Otherwise, it makes me a little bit anxious. And yeah, I just want to clean it up, one of those. And really, I think it's the mental and emotional clutter that if you have a lot of that, then decisions are difficult because you don't know what to do.
how many people say that? I don't know what to do. And you can hear the frustration. And to me,
Mhm.
that's like alignment, right? So when we are like, I don't know what to do, this is so difficult. What if I make the wrong decision? I'm just not going to decide then. And this comes back to when I was thinking about the word alignment, I really felt like in my heart, if I was aligned, I'd be really passionate. I'd be like, yes, oh my gosh, and driven, and a decision would come so easily. So what you said there right there. So it's about the confusion, eliminate. So what's the opposite of confusion? The C word.
Certainty.
Yes, I love that word. Certainty. And when you're certain, you had a word this morning, you become very.
Yes, we've become very insistent. So I had a word come up this morning, insistence, which has to do directly with decision making. And there are times in life where you reach a point where the decision becomes obvious, and it may have been something that you've been sitting with for a long time and beating yourself up over and saying all kinds of bizarre things to yourself in the confusion of the moment. But when it's time to make it, boom, insistence. Yeah.
Yeah. And look at where we just where we started, where we just got to, because we're
Mhm.
talking about making a decision, and now we're talking about being insistent. You know what? You've made the decision. This is what I must do. I want to do. I feel in alignment to do. I have the energy to do it, and I have the clarity around it to do it. Like, oh, we just solved decision making.
Yes. And so let me ask you a quick question here. How do you feel when you make a decision with everything aligned? Describe for us. What's that
Ooh.
like?
I feel like I got to put the check mark in the box of the done. Good, done. Move on.
Mm,
Like I feel like not just the training, my brakes have been like I'm no longer stepping on the brakes because I know when for many people, if you're not able to make a decision, you can't move forward.
mhm.
And that you hold. So my number one pet peeve, I think I've talked about it before, is wasting time. So I think, oh my gosh, if my brakes were on and I couldn't move forward, that means I was not only missing out on once I made the decision, what would happen,
Yeah.
but I'm literally stuck. Ooh, ooh, that like frustrates me. And I do have clutter around me and it drives me crazy all the time, but I'm always rushing and I don't make time for it.
Ah, yes. Well, and even if you're listening and you think, okay, well, I don't really rush super much, it's still possible to accumulate a lot of clutter. And, some decisions they appear to be in different categories, right? Like, do you go
Yes.
to the bathroom now or can you wait 30 seconds, right? That's a different level for a lot of us than big business decisions, relationship decisions. But that's surface level. Actually, the process and the act of making a decision is exactly the same, whether it's large or small, which is something we don't always think about.
So here's a question for you. Do you think that ease, the more we are able to make a decision on a regular basis with effortlessness and flow, does that help prepare us to make those bigger decisions?
Yes.
Training.
It does. Well, and it really is. Whether you like the idea of training our minds, mind training or not, that's kind of what we're doing. I mean, it's habit forming, like anything else, like chewing gum or more noxious habits that are unhealthy, right? Y'all know what those are. There are many, but it's a habit forming to make a decision. You can make a habit and form a habit of making decisions with crystal clarity, effective decisions. And it's not a giant mystery. One compounds another. You make one, you make another, you make another. And it really kind of is that simple. It's a matter of, well, initially making the decision that you're going to make this a habit, and it really frees you up.
When you said that, I was imagining like why it's so important to, and I don't mean catch yourself because that's no fun, but be mindful and be aware if you are a person that just says, I don't know what to do, or I can't figure this out, or nothing's working for me, because
Mhm.
that is a decision you are making and you're getting into that habit. And what's so interesting? I'm gonna have a confession. This is Lisa's confession.
All
Uh,
right.
this morning I thought, gosh, well, something's wrong. Why am I not as happy, or something was going on? And I stopped. I literally stopped myself in the tracks and asked myself, and I went, oh, and I kind of started giggling and laughing at myself. And I went, I'm totally happy and I'm fine. I just have a little bit lower energy today. And that's where that energy came up, because I thought, oh, I'm just a little tired. There's nothing wrong. And I was literally, my language, I was deciding, I was making a decision that something was wrong. And then I was like, pa, nothing's wrong. I just have a little bit low energy and I want to embrace that. So you know what? I went and had a little 10-minute nap. So that that was a decision that I was able to
Mhm.
make.
Yeah, and I mean, really, like you've said, we make so many decisions all the time. We're actually better at it than we give ourselves credit for. Uh, all
Like
of us.
Like, what a fun ball to play with here in in our conscious playground, like making decisions. So we'd love to hear from you. If you are a great decision maker, let us know your secret. And if you are struggling with making decisions, reach out to us. We can certainly help, or let us know what thing did we say here that maybe helped you to be a better decision maker.
Yeah, I like that. I think that I would love to hear from you. So let Lisa know, let me know what has helped you on this show to make decisions. Or again, if you are interested in making a decision that maybe you're stuck with, we kind of want to know that too.
Yes, we want to know. The playground's where we bring it all, our conscious playground. You can't
Mhm.
be wrong, you can't fail, you can't lose. Just bring it and play with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Bring it and play with it. And the best way to get a hold of us is via email. And Lisa's email is Lisa, Lisa, at lightonliving.com. And that's light spelled properly, Light. Yeah.
Yes.
You knew I would say that. All right. And to get a hold of me, it's Tomas, Tomas. There is no H in there, happily. And that's Tomas at tomasgarza.com. So those are the best ways to reach us via email. So if you have questions, comments, or ideas, a topic that you'd like to hear us toss around here in our conscious playground, we'd love to hear from you.
I love that. Toss around. All right. Well, thanks so much for playing with us, for tuning in. And we are excited to have the next Star Conscious Playground already.
All right. Love it. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. And we will see you again here in our conscious playground. Have a great day, everybody.